Let's get it.
Peace.
Peace.
This is Jahshamel Law, Mr. PhD. You're just now entering the cipher called Real2reel360.
Uh-huh.
K-Wise.
Peace, God.
Bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed.
Peace.
Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real2reel360 show. Let's get it in.
We do the knowledge of wisdom so you can understand. Real360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it all was taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to born. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy your show. Peace.
Peace, peace. What it do, what it do. Peace to Allah's mighty 5% nation, the gods and earths. To all the human families of the planet Earth, I be DJ K-Wise, a.k.a. Kato, the black superhero, giving you a high salute of love, peace, and happiness. Hold on to your seats, yo. We got a fantastic show for you this evening. It's a blowout. It's a show out. It's a no out. So let's get it in. I'm bringing my co-host on with the most. Y'all know who he is. He don't need no introductions. It's my baby brother. My brother in God, Jahshamel Allah, a.k.a. Mr. PhD himself. Peace to the true and living Almighty.
Peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, I want everybody to stop what they doing. Get their hands together, clap them, stomp your feet, get your drinks, because today is my brother's birthday. I want everybody to acknowledge K-Wise on his born day. Happy born day, big bro.
Sir,
much
yes,
love
sir.
to you, man.
Yes, sir. Much love to
And
everybody.
there's going to be a party tonight. Y'all guaranteed that. So, you know what I'm saying? Strap in, get your seat belts, get everything what you need. It's going down. But right now, we finna interview the big boy of Southern Soul himself, Mr. Amos Simmons. Bring him in the building, K.
Lodge and in charge. Let's go.
Mr. Lodge and in charge is in the building right now, man. They don't know. They don't know.
What's good with you?
Man, everything is good, brother. How you making it today, man?
Everything cool, man. Everything cool. I can't complain about nothing.
Man, I tell you, won't you just take a time to introduce yourself to our followers and listeners? Let them know who the big boy of Southern Soul is right now.
Yeah, I am. My name is Amos Simmons. I do have an alias by the big boy of blues, Mr. Simmons, my stage name. This old country boy, big country boy from Alabama, baby, just trying to make a living.
I'm so glad you didn't say Mississippi.
No, sir.
I'm so glad you didn't say that.
Yeah. Happy birthday. I heard it's one of your birthday.
Yeah, it's mine. Appreciate it.
Right there.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We have to mark him on the wall. He does that old right now.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't make birth certificates back then.
Yeah. So what's going on with you, sir? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You have to excuse it's been a long day, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew I had this interview, and I knew I was trying to get somewhere settled. So y'all have to excuse my background. It's the planet Earth behind me. I hope y'all don't mind.
Hey, man. We got no problem with the Earth.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man.
Let's jump into it. When did you start into Southern Soul, and what made you go into Southern Soul?
Man, I've been listening to Southern Soul my whole life and didn't even realize it. I started listening to gospel music. That's really all I listened to growing up. Cause I got my parents, them old school parents. You know what I mean? They just traditional people. They listen to gospel. Occasionally you'll hear them listen to some James Brown or something like that. But when I heard my first James Brown song, I was like, "Ooh, this different." You know what I mean? So I just started exploring more and more music as I grew older. About 11 years old is when I began to sing. But I was singing gospel, acapella gospel music, along with any and everything else I wanted to sing or whatever. But Southern Soul, I started that just a year ago, a little over a year ago. Yeah, I've been a singer my whole life, man. But I wanted to. I heard this beat by this man. I think his name is DeMarcus Ford or something like that. I heard this beat on YouTube, and I started singing. I said, "I'm gonna try to write something to this." So I went ahead and followed through with the purchase of the beat and did everything I needed to do to make that song mine, and that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, followers. So I just kept on with it. That's it. About a year ago, I kept with it.
So who was some of your biggest influences when it came down to singing and being in the music industry?
Singing, music industry. Oh, that's a good question, man. There's so many artists that I've looked at and tried to mock before I found my own sound. But I'd have to give props to, I ain't gonna lie, man, he's a big one, Michael Jackson. I have to say Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, he's all over. And I'm not talking about all over the place. I'm just saying musically, he can do anything. He can do anything, and that's what I try to do. I'm trying to do any type of music, any type of sound. But once I found my sound, I was like, I can't compare to Michael Jackson, period. But I can try to mock this too. So that's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm just trying to put smiles on people's faces, man, and bless lives with the gift that was given to me.
Let's understand that. We understand that. Now, when it came down to your very first performance, how was that experience? Man,
that experience was the beginning of something new. That's the best way I can describe that. It was nice, you know what I mean? I had a lot of people was like, this big man from Alabama, who is this dude? I showed him with my voice. That's the only thing I could do. Right. That's the only thing I could do. I mean, I showed them with the song that I had. Most of my music have stories behind them. But some people pay attention to the music and the lyrics. Some is like, oh, can that brother sing or can they sing? I think I came with both pretty strong.
Well, I think you came with both. When it comes down to your music, do you write the songs yourself? Do you have help with writing your songs? And when your songs, are they reality based? Is some that you experience or some people around you experience?
Man, anything that I felt was relatable to life experiences in general, man. No matter what race you are, what you believe, if you living on this earth, you're gonna go through something. And so that's what I tried to. In my first song, I sat down, I was listening to the beat, and I had my uncle and I had my baby brother right there beside me. And I said, hey man, I'm finna write to this. And they was like, man, you playing. I said, watch this. I started writing the verse and I started singing the verse to the beat. And then my brother, he was like, sweet loving. And I was like, ooh, I like that. So I took that. I was like, hey, we finna put this together. And my uncle had pitched in on some verses. And I was like, man, this is coming together. But that was my first song. The rest of the music that I have written and put out, those are all me. I did that.
Okay. I know that we have Show You a Good Time queued up. Now, could you talk about how that came about?
Man, I was listening to one of Big Rob's records, and I was like, man, this is a hype song. And he loved to show, he loved showing people that he having a good time. And I was just like, man, I gotta write a song like that. It encouraged me. So I was like, man, let me see if I can write one of them nice little dancing songs. Sometimes I like to just, you know what I mean? I'm just one of them guys who just love to have fun, and anybody around me, I like to show them a good time. So I just decided to get another beat. I bought it. I purchased another beat, and I was like, man, I'm gonna put something into it, and I'm gonna work. What I'm gonna say is, show you a good time, and that's it. And I just started writing lyric after lyric after lyric on that song, man. I just was trying to have fun with it, and it turned out to be. That's probably my most well-known record, to be honest.
Okay.
Now, that one.
I know Kay got it queued up, and won't you go ahead and introduce the song for the people?
Yeah, this is "Show You a Good Time" by your boy, Big Boy of Blues, Mr. Simmons.
Let's kick it in.
I don't wanna be alone. See, there's a lady who lives across town, y'all. I hit her line to see if she wanna hang out.
Oh,
She said, Mr. Simmons, what do you wanna do? And I said, baby, I'm just trying to get close to you. I can put a smile on your face. Give me a chance, girl, and let me give you a taste. That's when she said, come on, show me a good time. Give me a reason to smile. And we can do whatever you like. Show you a good time. Oh, yeah. You go to the hole in the wall and get our groove on to the end of this song. Said, girl, you make me feel so good inside. I just want to show you a real good time. That's when she said, hey, oh, a good time, a good time. And we, now ladies, if you out here having a good time, I want you to say, it goes a little something like this. Let me, oh yeah. Hey, show you a good time, a good time. Come on, come on. Hey, show you a good time, a good time. That's when she said, come on, show me a good time. Give me a reason to smile. Hey, and we can do whatever you like. Show me a good time. Be alright. And if we can go to the hole in the wall and get our groove on to the end of this song. Said, girl, you make me feel so good inside. I just want to show you a real good time. That's when she said, oh, a good time, a good time. Hey, oh, yeah. We can go to the hole in the wall and get our groove on to the end of this song. Said, girl, you make me feel so good inside. I just want to show you a real good time. That's when she said, oh yeah, hey, and we can do whatever. Hey,
yeah, that's the one.
That's it. That's it. Show you a good time. And tonight we gonna show you a good time with DJ KY's tonight and Amos Simmons in the building.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's about party time tonight.
Yes.
It's a party gonna go down tonight. Y'all just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but you had spoke about Big Rob, BIGGROB, Big Rob, and you know that's our partner too. You know, we rock out with Big Rob. We had him on the show. He's a funny dude, man.
Yeah.
He's one of the greats that's in Southern Soul at this moment in time, and he has
My favorite.
a lot of history in music. We had a great time with him, and he's a great dude to, you know what I'm saying, to follow. You know what I'm saying? But I see that even in your music, you're blazing a path for yourself where you're standing out, you know what I'm saying, away from individuals where they have to notice who you are, and your voice is very powerful. So when you step out on that stage and people, you know what I'm saying, hear your music, how does it feel like when they just start dancing and singing with you?
And they made me want to go out where they at and start dancing with them. That's what they made me do. But I'm telling you, I'm a clown, brother. I am a clown. I love to have a good time, love to joke around. I like to dance too. I tell you that. And when I'm telling you, man, when I see people out, man, in the crowd just dancing to the music that I wrote, I'm just like, man, y'all make me want to join y'all. Yeah, man, it made me feel real good on the inside, man. I know I'm blessed. That's the only thing I can say, man. I'm blessed with the gift that only the highest can give. You know what I mean? So I rock with it. And I roll with it.
So how did you get found musically? I know you're part of the Connected Dot family. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the Connected Dot family, Kim, Yolanda, and Tracy. You know, how did you get connected with the Connected Dot family?
I seen a sign or a flyer that said Connect the Dot.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out now because I was interested. I was curious in what this was.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, I stayed on the phone with Yolanda and Tracy for about an hour. My wife got so jealous. I was like, man, at the time I was married, and I'm not married anymore. But at the time, my wife was at the table, and I was sitting on the phone with Tracy and Yolanda for at least an hour. They was informing me on what's the deal is. And to be honest, after that long conversation, no decisions was made. It was just later on. I said, you know what? Once I start getting into this thing, I'm gonna holler back for more info. You know what I mean? So that's when I reached out again, and we got the ball rolling. You know what I mean? So that's how I stumbled across them. Man, I love Tracy too. I love them both. But they some fun people. They some fun people too.
Yeah, we're gonna get a chance to hang out down at that all black joint they got with Rico in Columbia, South Carolina in February. Okay. So we're gonna be in the building. And of course, you know, Connected Dot, you know what I'm saying, is great, you know what I'm saying, family, you know what I'm saying, tours, Real2reel360. But what was your first time hearing your own record? What was that like?
Man, I had to record it on video, not no audio. I sat there and I was sitting there like this with my phone. Man, y'all hear this? And I was amazed because I was like, I knew I had a gift, but I only used it for one genre of music. And I never, you know what I mean? And I never recorded a song before until that first record, Sweet Lovin'. Never recorded my own single ever. That was my very first one. And that experience was amazing. You know, I've always done like a background vocals or some kind of sound effect for an a cappella group or something, but the feeling of doing your own and being able to broadcast it to the world, see if they like it just as much as I like it or even more, and that's the greatest feeling I ever had.
Well, like I said, you know, listening to your song, you get a great feel of what type of music, you know what I'm saying, musical genius you are. Because to sit there and to pen your own songs, like everybody can't write their own music and it sound good and it flows with the music and everything like that. And on top of that, for it to be a hit. See, that's a total different combination that a lot of people have yet to accomplish. They can write the song, but it might not fit the music.
Right.
If they write the song and fit the music, but it's not a hit.
Right.
When you wrote that song, you wrote it, it fit the music, and it's a hit. So that's a combination right there that, you know what I mean, we have to salute you on.
Appreciate that.
Get an opportunity to go out and see you. I want people to be able to come out and see you and not just invest in you, but take in the big boy experience. You know what I mean? Because watching you perform, that's an experience. That ain't just a show, that's an experience.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So would you want to tell them how your shows be?
Yeah. Say what? I'm sorry.
Tell them how your shows be. Like, it's an experience to watch, you know what I'm saying, the Big Boy Blues.
Oh man. You're gonna see a big boy do moves and things you probably ain't never seen a big person do before. I tell you that. behind a strong, powerful voice. I promise you. I promise you, man. I do stuff on the stage, and my cousin once he said he was on the stage with me. He said, "Hey, man, when did you decide to start dancing like that?" I said, "I don't know. I was just feeling the music and the vibe of the people out there. That's all it was, man. I like to have fun. That's all it was, man. And if I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna try to make sure that everybody else around me gonna have fun too."
What is your driving force that gets you up every day to say, "This is what I want to do, and this is how I want people to feel"?
The breath that God puts in my body. when I wake up, man, I was hoping y'all would ask me that, because look, a lot of people, really, thank you for waking me up. But when it's deeper than that, when you wake up, it's a blessing automatically. It's a blessing automatically. So it motivates me to put smiles on other people's face just because I'm alive. God allowed me to live and breathe that breath into my body. So I want to make the next person happy, bless somebody else's life. That's what motivates me most.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, how is it that when you go on the road and come back and you tell your family how it's been, how your family has been like receiving you being the big boy of the blues?
Look, I love my family, man, and they support me in their own way. Let's put it that way. It's not that hippie yay, go you, go Amos, go Junior. No, it's, man, good job. I see you on the Facebook. I see you over here. I see you doing this, see you doing that. And they applaud me in that type of way, just by acknowledging that they see me, but they're happy for me. And that's a blessing within itself, that they're happy for me and they do support me 100%. I'm not complaining about how anybody supports me or anything. I know that I'm doing something to put a smile on anybody else's face. So that's right there within itself is good enough for me.
What was your experience from your very first show that left a real impact on you?
On me?
Yes.
Let's see. That was a Christmas. It was a Christmas party type deal. Man, I tell you what. The promoters who booked me that day took care of me. And he took care of me, so I gave him my best. You know what I mean? So I was going to come there and show everybody that I can sing. But instead, when I got there, I was taken care of. They made sure that I was, I had a place to sleep. They made sure that I was just well taken care of. And I was just like, okay, I like this part of Mississippi. Mississippi's so big. I like this part of Mississippi. So I was like, man, I'm gonna do something for you next time. I'm gonna bless you like you bless me. I'm not gonna go into any detail. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna bless you like you bless me. And so
Mississippi folks are some real good people.
Yeah, talented too.
Very talented.
Talented and big.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's a joke behind the scenes.
It's an inside joke. It's a fact.
I'm gonna bring it out here because my brother got it. He's a Mississippi hater.
Don't say it. Don't even go.
No. We have fun because we have a lot of artists from Mississippi come on, and family is from Mississippi, so I always rub it in his face.
Okay.
I rub it in his face, so that's why he's sitting there looking like a Cheshire cat.
Oh, man.
But so having that experience of being on the road and making sure that your rider was taken care of was very impactful for you.
Yeah.
But how was the crowd reception to you?
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, my first show, I was still married. And I'd say women like to throw themselves at artists and people who can sing, I guess. That's all I can say, man. I had to back up a few feet, not just one time, not 2 times, a few times, put it that way. And it wasn't just women. Men were up there dancing, having a good time. So if the music that I'm singing And I don't even think, let's see, I think I sang one of my songs. I think it was just that one song of mine that I had sang, and I think I performed it last.
Mm-hmm.
It was, the place was packed, and I had everybody up dancing, and I was, that right there, that encouraged me just to keep going, period. Make another song like this, or give another vibe like this. So if you want to talk about impact, that right there, the being received by the crowd, and then afterwards coming up to you asking, yo, you got any CDs? You got any of this? You got any of that? They want to support me. I'm gaining followers. You know what I mean? So those type things right there, man. Those things matter too, especially for an upcoming artist. Like I said, I've only been in this 1 year, and I'm amazed by what I could have been doing instead of what I'm saying? Because what I used to do, it wasn't this. So me being able to use the gift that was given to me, man, and impact not only myself, my neighbor, but others around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't ask for a better blessing than that.
Man, that's beautiful right there. Is there any artist that you would like to collab with?
Big Rob. And I didn't told him. I told R3 too. I said, R3, you tell your daddy to call me.
Well, I tell you, we might can make that happen with Big Rob. We might can make that happen.
I sang for Big, man. I ain't gonna lie, Big Rob, one of my favorite artists. I didn't get in. That's how it all started for me, man. Besides the whole James Brown thing, like that was when I was younger. This happened. Let's see, Big Rob did a show down here in Florence, Alabama, down here where I'm at, North Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to that show. That's my first Southern Soul show. It was him, Sir Charles Jones, King South was there, a few other artists was there, but R3 and Big Rob was there. And I was like, man, before that show, I had been introduced to this guy named Big Rob, and I've been listening to him since then. Mm-hmm. Then I found out he's coming to Florence. I was like, man, I'm gonna go check this out. And so I was like, yeah, I'm hyped up. I'm a groupie at this point. So I'm, having fun. But after the show, I waited and I went to go talk to him. I said, look, man, I'm a singer too, man, but I ain't never laid down no record. He said, if you're a singer, go ahead and sing. That's what he said. So I did it, and I wrote my own song and did my thing. I tried my best to let him hear it, but it didn't work out. I couldn't find him. But that's who encouraged me to get into this Southern Soul or blues and blues music. I was to try it, and I was like, man, maybe this will work. Kept on going. Just kept on going. And now I got a song that I ain't never had 15,000, however many it is, on YouTube before in my life, but I did after that song. And I said, man, Big Rob was right. Man, maybe I should keep on going.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We might can make that connection with you and Big Rob. I got that number in the Rolodex.
Okay.
Like said, that's one of our partners right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's a funny dude. He got jokes. He got jokes. He got
a closet full of jokes.
He got a closet full of jokes. So, but I'm going to say this here. Normally we ask, who is your top tier Southern Soul artist that you look up to? We call it the Mount Rushmore of Southern Soul, right?
Okay.
And we stopped asking that question for one reason, but I'm gonna ask this question tonight.
Okay.
Who is your top tier Mount Rushmore of Southern Soul? The artist that you aspire to be like, and one day will be on the same plateau with them?
Man, I wish I would have heard some of these responses to that question. But since I haven't, I'm going to answer to the best of my ability.
Well, my thing is it's about you. Like, what do you think and how you feel? Who's the individuals that you look up to in the game? And you spoke about Big Rob. So who are any of the other ones?
Yeah, Big Rob up there. I'd have to say, man, TK Soul. I have to put him in that category, in that round too, man. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I don't really think I can name anybody. If I did have to, my dear brother, it's gonna have to be Mr. Sip. and he I'm sorry, brother, that don't like that got a little thing for you. Look. I don't know who that was yelling over there. Why y'all yelling? Anyway, but yeah, man, Mr. Sip, I heard him on. I don't know, man. I ain't never heard of him until like maybe I don't know a few months ago, and I started looking at him. I was like, ooh, that boy right there, he tough. He tough, and then he got this little gospel feel, just kind of like more out here. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, that dude right there. But one that I have met, I gotta add this one more person in there. LJ Echoes, man.
Yeah.
He just when it come down to personality wise, man, that brother right there, as humble as can be. As humble as can be. And that right there, I'm a people person, you know what I'm saying? If I meet you and you just all, you know, nasty attitude, like how am I look up to somebody like that and I'm not even like that person. You know what I mean?
Right.
LJ Echoes, he down to earth type of guy. I actually met him and I chilled with him for a moment. You know, he a cool cat. Got to talk to him for a little bit and hang out with him. He a cool cat, and that's who I'm striving to continue to, you know what I'm saying, show in this Southern Soul where you ain't gotta be, you can think you the big top dog, but you need to humble yourself because first of all, we all human. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go through things, and if how somebody gonna look up to somebody that's just stuck up in their ways, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of hard to do. So yeah, man, if I had to, that'd be my last pick right there.
Well, you got some nice picks right there. LJ Echoes is a monster in the game. Yeah. TK Soul is a monster.
Yeah.
Big Rob. Oh yeah. And Mr. Sip.
Yeah, that man right there. He
man right there.
He bad.
Salute.
Yes, sir. He bad.
Pieces. Now when it comes down to the direction of your music, where are you wanting to go when it comes down to how far you willing to take it? Love you too, sis.
Man, I'm gonna keep on going. Let's put it that way. Until I hear something different, I'm gonna keep on going. Because right now I keep hearing the same old stuff. Even some of my stuff, I was like, dang, this sound like this. I want to do something. I'm finna mix pop and Southern Soul. I promise. Or rock and roll and Southern Soul. I promise I will. I'm gonna put something together. Tired of hearing the same stuff on the radio.
Blaze your own trail, and that's what it's about.
That's exactly what it is. And you could tell, like I said, with your music, it don't sound like, especially with you just starting out within the last year or so. Yeah. It don't sound like you're a newer artist.
Yeah.
If that sounds, you know what I'm saying, correct, but it don't sound like you just started. It sounds like you're in control and you understand that there's some maturity in your songs. So being the fact that there's some maturity in there, people are looking, you know what I'm saying, for your songs. And I think we got another one of your songs queued up, don't we, Kay?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Which one is this one, Kay?
The one you said, Amos.
Before you play that, I have to apologize ahead of time. I am low on battery on my phone. Like I said, it's been a long day. And I didn't know how long this interview was, but I was like, I forgot my charger at the house. But I just want to let you guys know ahead of time. I'm thinking about on 9%.
Well, I tell you what, you know, if you need to get everything together, we're gonna be here partying right now, because after he played that song, my brother finna go into his birthday celebration.
Okay.
We're gonna jam out. So if you're ready to come back and swing out with us, then come on back and swing out with us. All right?
I will, man. Appreciate that. Go ahead and play the song. I want to hear this one. I forgot what I said.
And get ready to get your DJ on.
All right.
Ooh.
Let's get it.
Ooh. That's not a song. You said that?
That's what was sent.
That was sent, yeah. That's what Tracy sent.
I heard the wrong one. But let it play. Let me show you something.
Okay.
It ain't no song, but let it play. Let me show you something.
All right.
Right here. The world is so cold. Your heart is colder. All the things that you put me through, baby. Better believe that it's over. I've gotta tell you what's on my mind. La, 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 la. That's all they're gonna get. But that look, that you can stop it.
That right there was in itself was on point.
That was like, and I want y'all to know, you know what I'm saying? We wanted him to do that. We wanted him to do that.
That ain't even dropped yet, but it's been. I'm finna drop it. I'm finna drop. I'm probably gonna drop one more and then go ahead and release my album. I've been quiet, but I'm finna step out and make some noise with some bedazzled shoes on.
All right.
When can we expect your album to drop?
Yeah.
Man, I say give me about 2 more months and I'm gonna release it because I'm working with some people, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be me featuring some other artists that y'all probably never seen in the Southern Soul world, because that's what I do. I ain't gonna go hit up Jeter Jones, you know, if I ain't got to. I ain't gonna go hit up LJ Eggers if I ain't got to. I know some talented people right here, and I'm gonna bring them out. You know what I mean? In the Southern Soul world, whether they want to accept Southern Soul as a genre to put on, or not. But I'm just gonna bring out the voice. Like I said, man, I've been blessed with a voice. I want other people to hear my voice, but they need to hear this stuff down here in Alabama instead of just Mississippi all the time.
All right.
Just saying.
All right.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
yes, sir.
You know, that's right.
There's plenty on the table for everybody to eat.
Of course. Everybody can eat. I'm gonna tell you. People don't realize when it comes down to Southern Soul how much talent is in Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana.
Texas.
Those 3 places in Texas, but heavily in Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi. Right. The talent is phenomenal coming out. You have talent coming out of Georgia as well. You have talent coming out of South Carolina. And then also, too, you can't forget North Carolina because of Calvin Richardson and Librato. But when it comes down to it, like the heartbeat of Southern Soul comes out of Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. I hate to say it like that, but you have some of the greatest artists ever to come out of those regions. And you think about the GOAT, you think about Sir Charles. You think
from Birmingham, man.
Huh?
He from Birmingham, man.
Who, Sir Charles?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Alabama. I know he's from Alabama.
Okay.
Alabama. I don't know exactly where, but him, Omar Cunningham, you know, you have a lot of people, you know, even our boy Bad News out there. You know, you have a lot of talent out there. Miss Lady Hollywood. You have a lot of great talent that comes out of that area. So we're happy to have you on and representing Alabama, because you know what I'm saying, as long as you don't hit me with a roll tide, we good.
No, I ain't gonna do a Florida State. I'm a Florida State. I like Florida State.
You don't hit me with a roll tide, we good. But like I said, it's a beautiful situation. And also, too, we have a comment from the audience. Miss Angela Harris says, feel like music industry and radio just does not appreciate Southern music. We should not have to go looking for it. It should be accessible to all.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know my sister didn't hit us with the roll tide. I know my sister did do that.
Yes, she did.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
I'm on 4%, fellas, man. I'm gonna tell you this on the phone. I want to tell you this. I appreciate y'all having me on your show.
Well, my thing is, we're gonna bring you back, bro. When you get out, we're gonna bring you back and we're gonna do it up. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, right now you have just witnessed the big boy of the blues, Mr. Amos Simmons. Stay tuned with us right now, because DJ K-Wise is finna kick it in, and he's finna switch it.
Everybody need to go on TikTok.
Man, salute.
Yeah, everybody need to go on TikTok right now. We're finna switch.
You set it off. We're gonna kick it off at 8:30. We want to kick it off at 8:30.
At 8:30.
8:30, we're gonna kick it off.
So that's giving everybody an opportunity to get your Crown Raw, get your Hennessy, get your Casamigos, get your Corona, get your Bud Light, get your corn liquor, because it's gonna go down.
I'm telling you, I'm pulling out everything. Ain't no holds barred.
If you never witnessed a Real2reel360 birthday party, it's finna go down tonight. It's finna go down tonight. Mm-hmm. So, ladies and gentlemen, also before you go, Amos, please tell people where they can find your music.
Oh yeah, man! You can go on YouTube and Google and type in Mr. Simmons, and you'll find me. It'll be probably one of the first people you pull up, man. And if you go to Facebook, you can find any of my music on Mr. Simmons Vocals if you type that in the search bar. And also the Big Boy of Blues on TikTok. I am on TikTok as well. And Instagram, Mr. Simmons 0_0. You can find on all digital platforms as well.
And right quick, where can they see you at before you cut off? Where can they see you at?
Where can they see me?
Yeah.
Call me. Call me. Don't call me collect.
He did say he was single, ladies. He did say he was single, ladies. So y'all can call me.
No, I'm not single. I'm just not married anymore. No, I'm not single. But listen, you look. I'll be in Macon, Mississippi. I'm coming back to Mississippi on March 8th.
Okay, you're going to Macomb. Yeah.
Follow me there. That's where I'll be for Rick Outlaw's birthday bash, along with FPJ, Karen Wolf, and Breeze. Mr. Breeze, do too much Breeze. I'll be there along with those guys.
Okay.
But yeah, appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. You just witnessed Mr. Amos Simmons, Big Boy of Blues. Also, too, before we check out, E-Groove said real R&B, real jazz is not accepted in radio either. Radio, TV, or whatever does not accept real music. We got to go find it on the internet. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing you the real music on the internet and soon on your TV. Check it out, Real2reel360. And my big bro, happy birthday, man. It's time to get ready.
Know it. We're going to see y'all at 8:30 turning up. You know what I mean? Let's have a good time, man. Started early this morning. We still rolling. All right. To the nation of God's earth, 5 laws, 5%. We say peace, and to the human families of the planet Earth, again, a high salute of love, peace, and happiness. This is the Real2reel360 show. Many blessings. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing, and tell a friend and keep sharing, because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So, DJ K-Wise, my brother, take us up out of here, son.
True
Peace.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of gods and earth, and to all the human families on the planet Earth. I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness to you. The peace of man, woman, and child of the you and I verse. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the Real2reel360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe, so we continue to grow, to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you. Upon our show, you make it possible for us to do what we do. Now it's time I end it just the way I bring it.